Welcome students. Now in this part we will be learning that by division method, if we are given a non-perfect square number, we need to subtract or add the least number and get the perfect square number. By prime factorization method, we were multiplying or dividing any least number, right? But in division method, we will be either subtracting or adding to get a perfect square number. Let us first of all see the subtraction method. Subtracting least number to get a perfect square number, and then finding square root of that number. For example, let us take 825. So 825, the number which we are given, is not a perfect square. First of all, let us divide it as we were doing to find the square root. It's a 3-digit number, so we will be taking 8 first and then 25. So 3 3s are 9 is bigger. We will be taking 2 2s are 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. Taking this 25 down and adding 2 on the right side. Here we cannot use the property to decide which number we need to put over here. Why? Because this number is not a perfect square. We are going to get the remainder over here. So we cannot use the property. We just need to multiply randomly with different numbers and find which number we can add over here. So we will be putting 8, 48, 8s are, we get 384. 49 9s are, the number which we get is greater than 425. So we have to put 48 8s are, and here we got the remainder as 41. Right, so if we subtract 41 from our question, that is 825, we get a perfect square number. So 825 minus 41, it is 784. So 784 is a required perfect square number. Now we have to find the square root of 784 also. So what will be the square root? It will be our quotient, that is 28. This is how we are going to do the sum related to subtraction. Remember students, whenever it is asked multiplication or division, you have to follow prime factorization method only. And whenever it is given to subtract or add, you are supposed to go with division method only. In this, you cannot go for prime factorization method. Now, let us see the addition part. How by adding the least number, we get a perfect square number. For example, let us take 1750. So first of all, by division method, we have to carry out square root. Here also we will be getting remainder because it is not a perfect square number. So 4 4s are 16. We get minus 1. 50 we will be taking it down and adding 4 on the right side. We got 8. So now what we should put over here? Here also, just as previous one, we have to randomly carry out the multiplication. We cannot follow the properties. So 81 ones are, it will be 81. 82 twos are, it will be 164, which will be greater than this. So we have to take 81 ones are only. Now what remainder we got is 69. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to find the square of the next number to our quotient. Our quotient is 41. We should know the square of 42. We have to find the square of 42. Why? Because we are going to add the number to it. Adding the number to our question, we will be getting any number greater than our question, right? We will be getting the number which is greater than our question. So our quotient जो हमें मिला है उसके बाद वाला एग्जैक्ट नेक्स्ट नंबर हमें लेना है. Why? Because that much amount we are going to add. Now 42 square क्या होता है? 1764. But our question is 1750. So we have to subtract both. इन दोनों को सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? 14. Now this number if we add to our question 1750 plus 14 क्या होगा? 1764. This is the next perfect square number to our question. हमारे क्वेश्चन के बाद का वेरी नेक्स्ट परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर कौन सा है? 1764. और उसका स्क्वायर रूट क्या होगा? उसका स्क्वायर रूट होगा 42. Therefore, the least number which we need to add, least number to be added कौन सा है? 14. And square root of 1764 is 42. ठीक है. इसके बाद ये chapter we are going to complete over here. There are few story sums also in this chapter, but there also you are going to use the same methods, that is prime factorization or division method to find the square root. There is nothing new in the story sums, just you need to follow the same method. Hope you all are thorough with all the methods of this chapter. Go through all the exercise of textbook and practice book also. Then only you will be getting the grip of all the methods. Thank you.